Welcome everyone. Last time I explored Fındıklı's stakeholders from past to present. Today I will present the challenges of water heritage from the case of vernacular architecture, starting with existing preservation problems and then moving to future ones. Urbanization caused people to leave rural areas and settle in bigger cities. Decline in the village population left the buildings unoccupied. For instance, storage buildings were not used anymore due to the arrival of the fridge and freezer. Manual labor was replaced by machinery. Changing lifestyles from traditional to modern also led to the abandonment of the agricultural lifestyles embedded in the landscape. Inheritance practices have also caused problems in the ownership of these houses. Multiple heirs emerged from the crowded family structure of the past, and conflicts over the ownership of these houses ensued. The chestnut timber used in the house's construction became unavailable in the forest due to the deforestation over the years. Building owners couldn't access the timber. In addition, many owners no longer held the information on traditional building methods and techniques. They had forgotten the traditional knowledge for selecting a site, building materials and techniques. They built their new buildings along the rivers, which are now vulnerable to disasters. Building owners cannot afford the restoration of the buildings anymore. The introduction of manufacturing workshops ended the transferring of carpentry skills and knowledge. Artisans who hold the information on the construction techniques are few, and their work is costly. These techniques cannot be implemented anymore without the availability of the materials. Water patterns in Rize have changed in the last decade with an increase in precipitation, rainfall, and humidity. As a result, disasters such as river flooding and landslides occur more frequently and severely. These disasters cause more issues in the preservation of the traditional construction systems. River flooding washes away land and storage buildings and infrastructure. The reason why these disasters became more dangerous is also because the top-down and bottom-up decisions led to the destruction of the landscape. People built their new buildings along riverfronts, which made them vulnerable to floods. In addition, land reclamation in the coastal area of Rize and narrowing the river channels increased the pressure of the water flow. Authorities allowed urbanization in these areas. People have disposed of their construction materials, such as rubble, into the river waters, blocking them. Planning of a hydroelectric power plant in the area increased the concerns over the access to clean water and river flooding. Locals object to any intervention that could interfere with the ecosystems. On the other hand, locals requested new roads for easier access for their cars. Unlike in the past, they need to use their cars and their personal and goods transportation. However, deforestation has increased from small-scale clearances for tea gardens and pathways to larger-scale developments at national and regional scales. Vernacular landscapes are transforming constantly with the increasing effects of urbanization and climate change. Changing water patterns are causing the rapid deterioration of vernacular buildings by causing loss of material and integrity of the structures. They are also causing the erasing of cultures in this area. The future of these settlements is daunting. As the effects of climate change increase, the issues of water, crop failure, and climate migration may arise. Water-dependent practices may have to shift. Vernacular buildings and landscapes will likely decay faster. In conclusion, there are several challenges in the managing and preserving these heritage sites due to infrastructure development and changing climate. Now, can you think of the challenges that your case area is facing? Maybe you can identify other challenges. Thank you for listening.